Hi, I'm Cindy. Welcome to Pickleball Circle channel. The first thing you have to do as a beginner, you have to get a paddle that you like. The most important thing is make sure you're happy with your grip. Some of the grips are a little bigger for women. So if you have a grip like this and you can get a whole finger in here, that grip's too big. So this grip is good for me. See, I can't get a finger in there. That's why you want to be comfortable so you can hold the paddle. All different grips once you have pick your paddle. Most of the paddles, ProLite's a good name, Paddle Tech's a good name, Selkirk's a good name. Most of the paddles you'll have to get online. Okay, the ball. This is an Onyx outdoor ball. Outdoor balls have smaller holes and more holes. Indoor balls have larger holes. To begin with, you should start with an Onyx because this is a good ball to learn with. Okay, and the first thing you do is when you serve. Your serve, you have to be behind the line. Don't be right at the line because you can't step on the line when you serve. That's a foot fault. So if the line's here, I want to be back here. So when I step forward, I'm not stepping on the line. And the serve is just like this. Here's a line. I'll show you. This is the baseline. I don't want to be right here at the baseline when I serve. I want to be back farther. And the serve is just like this, a light swing. This is the best way to serve. You're not allowed to serve sidearm. That's illegal. You'll lose your serve. Once you serve, you stay back because the serving team has to wait for the 2-bounce rule. Has to bounce once on the serve, has to bounce once back to you. So you stay back. Then once you hit that second ball, then you play the whole game up at the kitchen line. The kitchen line or the non-volley line. It's 7 feet from the net. You can't go in the kitchen. You can go in the kitchen, but it would be no use. You only go in the kitchen when the ball bounces, and then you hit it out, and then you get back out of the kitchen. Okay, that's basically it. When the first server, you're 0-0-2. Sometimes the numbers are confusing for beginners because you're not always going to be number 2. Sometimes you're going to be number 1. Okay, that's only first serve 0-0-2, or you can say 0-0 start. Okay, after that. Once you serve, once you get a point, you change sides once you get a point, but you're staying 2 if you're winning at the point. Once you lose the serve, it goes to the other side, and you always say your score first, then the other team's score, and then whether you're the first server or the second server. So if I got 1 point and I'm on the other side, say I got 1 point, I would be 1, they have 0, and I'm the first server, so it'd be 1-0-1. When you serve, your duty is to make sure the receiver is ready to receive the ball, and make sure your partner's ready and she's not wandering around. Okay. On the other team, if their partner is wandering around, not the person you're serving to, that's not your problem. Once you say the score, you have 10 seconds to serve the ball. Okay. But if they're not ready for any reason, they put up their hand and you wait. Okay. Other than that, then you have to serve in 10 seconds. But make sure you're behind that baseline so you don't make a foot fault. Then the rest of the game, you're going to get right up to that kitchen line and play the whole game at the kitchen line. Okay? Except if you hit a high one and someone's going to slam a ball at you, that's when you want to back up so you can get that ball because it's going to slam at you. Okay? Then you get back up to the kitchen line once you hit it. Closer you are to the kitchen line, the less angles you're giving the other team to hit at you. Beginning paddle, like I said, you get ProLite's a good name, Paddle Tech's a good name, Selkirk's a good name. But the important thing is be happy with your grip. Make sure it's the correct grip for you. Then you can pick a paddle. Most people buy their paddles online. Okay, but you want to go somewhere where they're playing pickleball and you can ask people, can I borrow your paddle for this game and see how you like it? Most people allow you to do that.
That's a good idea.
Maybe Dick's store, I think you can go try a few paddles and see what you like. Don't buy the wooden paddle. The wooden paddle, people sometimes start with a wooden paddle. It's like $15. Don't buy that. It's not correct. It's a shorter paddle. It's handle heavy. That's not the paddle to start with. Start with you can get a good paddle for like $40, $50. Paddles range from $40 to $50 up to $300. You don't want a $300 paddle. The average person pays about $70 to $140 for their paddle. Okay, but you can get a good paddle for $50. How I started pickleball, I just joined the Y. I'd never even heard of pickleball. I had no idea what it was, and that's how I got started. It's the fastest growing sport in the United States. And when you're playing doubles, you're only covering 10 feet by 14 feet. So it's not a lot of area you have to run in. Because I thought I was done with sports because I have so many injuries. But it's such a small area, you can still play. Singles is a whole nother thing. Singles, you have to be able to run.
Yeah.
But I think that's good, right?
Yeah.
Else?
So you prefer more as double or single for women?
Doubles
Beginner?
for starting.
Double
Singles, if singles are really hard, you have to cover a lot of ground. It's a whole nother game. But I would start with doubles, just till you learn the game.
Okay.
And balls, you'll probably have to order online. Okay, Onyx is a very good beginner ball. If you're playing outside, you order the Onyx outdoor. If you're playing inside, you order the Onyx indoor. Then the other balls, you move up to the other balls when you get better. Franklin X40 is what most people play. Is you can go into infinity. You can keep getting better and better and better and better. And if it wasn't for COVID, and there would be a tournament every weekend somewhere. And tournaments, you just get a medal, most tournaments. But tournament is good to play in a tournament because you're usually playing people you don't usually play. Make sure you go in at your correct level. If you're a beginner, you're a 2.0. Then it goes up in increments of 0.5. So once you know how to play, but you're not fantastic, you're a 3.0, and goes up to 3.5. 4.0s are very, very good. 5.0s are excellent. 5.0s are almost perfect. Okay, and this is a game of mistakes. The team that wins is the team that makes the least mistakes. But it's a wonderful sport, great exercise. The people you get very social people, and there's more courts being made every day. So if you're looking to play, you can go on pickleball.com and you'll see places to play. The only thing is some of those places, they may say they play there, but it might be people calling each other and say, let's go play there. But you can find out through once you play, ask other pickleballers where there's places to play, and they'll tell you. Okay, you can get close to your home now, because pickleball is everywhere. But enjoy yourself, have fun, it's a great game.